everyone! Today in the channel, let's discuss Iron Studios Avengers Endgame BDS Art Scale statue, Bro Thor. For all of you guys subscribed to the channel, a warm welcome back. And if you are new here, thank you so much for checking out the channel. My name is Paul. I do statues and action figure unboxing and reviews from DC, Star Wars, and Marvel Cinematic Universe, just like this one. Alright, so let's check out the box. Alright, so checking out the box here, at the front we do have Chris Hemsworth, gorgeous artwork here. I'm loving that rays of light at the back. BDSR scale 1/10 here, Avengers Endgame logo as well as the Thor name. At the side of the box, so we do have the continuation of the Stormbreaker and the figure as what he looks like at the back. At the back of the box, so we do have here an image of Bro Thor and hashtag Iron Studios there. Same as the other side, so it's an image of Thor there, the figure, Iron Studios logo. At the top of the box, we do have that Avengers logo there as well as the Thor name, and below information on Iron Studios. Alright, so let's take a closer look at the figure. Alright, so let's talk about the concept a little bit. This is an Iron Studios BDSR scale, which means it's a 1/10 scale statue, made of polystone with a few plastic on certain parts, like for example the Stormbreaker or the lightning effects. He is based on the Avengers Endgame movie, which means he's a lot more heavier than his previous version. He is in a leaping attack mode pose, taking on Thanos head on. I am loving that.
Kill him properly this time.
Some assembly required, like the base to the figure, the lightning effects, and the weapons. He does not come with that black platform like the ones that goes with the Avengers Infinity War line, but he does come with switch out parts like the Stormbreaker, Mjolnir, and alternate hand. Alright, so let's take a closer look at the figure. Alright, so taking a closer look at the figure, I am loving that head sculpt. I do think they got Chris Hemsworth likeness to a certain degree. Look at that eye. So we have a different shade of eyes there. One is blue and one is black. So I love that attention to details there. Remember that he was given an extra eye by Rocket Raccoon. So that's a nice touch. I do love those scars there and the braids on his hair and the beard. That's an awesome sculpt there by Iron Studios. So I am loving that. I'm digging that very, very much. Alright, so I love the details on the statue. He is a 1/10 scale. It has a lot of details and texture, like the hands here and his suit there. So there's a lot of details. A few wear and tears over the suit. So we do know that remember that from the Avengers Infinity War to the Endgame, it took about 5 years. So there's a few wears on the suit there. So I'm loving all the details here. Look at that circles there with a lot of details, and the paint job is really, really nice. So yeah, the paint apps here, the body, as well as the legs, I am digging that. Right, we do have a few switch out parts for the hand here, because if you want to get Captain America the Endgame version, so you don't want to have that Mjolnir with your Thor here, so you can remove that easily and attach a hand where he does not have the Mjolnir. So that is an awesome thing that they added to make your collection and your display a bit more seamless. If you want to display Cap with the Mjolnir, or if you want to display Thor with both Mjolnir and the Stormbreaker, it is possible. But of course, I do have the statue and I love having him with the Mjolnir there. So it's a nice touch. I love the size comparison with the other BDS Infinity War and Endgame line. So yeah, so he is Bro Thor, so he is a little bit heavier than his previous version. As you can see here at the body, so he does have a little bit of weight there, and I am loving that. He's not overly sculpted here, like meaning they did not put too much weight on his body, but you still can see that a few beers beer bellies and Cheetos are present in the body there. So that's a nice sculpted body. I love his pose there. So he's in an attack mode position, taking Thanos head on. I'm digging that. He wants to kill Thanos this time, properly this time. So very cool. I love the pants here. A lot of details. You can see here some creases and a few folds in there. Few dirts painted there. Nice. And the toes. So there's a few painted browns there to make it look like it's dust. Same as the cape back there. So that is a great thing to do. Now, in terms of the base, I am loving the base. So look at that. It does look like stones there, and I'm loving that lightning effects back there. So be careful with this one. It's a little fragile, so it is plastic, and you can just install it on the base. You can remove it, but you'd see certain holes there, so might as well insert those lightning effects there. And they do look awesome. I do love the colors that they chose here. So it's a shade of sort of like a blue-green to emulate the effect of lightning, god of thunder, and Thor. I am digging that. So let's take a look at the back. So in terms of the cape here, same as the previous one with the Infinity War, I am loving the flow of the cape here. So we do have certain highlights of darker reds and lighter reds there. But it is a little bit, I think it's a little bit lighter than the Infinity War version because of the time that was, the time passed. It took them 5 years. So it's a nice touch that the paint that they use here did fade a little bit, in my opinion. Look at the braids here. I am digging that. Awesome job. I love the paint works here at the hair. So it has a brown highlights and the darker browns there. Awesome. Let's take a look at the Mjolnir. So here the Mjolnir, it is an amazingly sculpted, same as the Avengers Infinity War version. I'm sorry, same as the Captain America version Mjolnir. I'm digging that. Look at that. There's a lot of details there. The handle. So this one is fabric or leather. It's nice. And the Stormbreaker here. So look at that. It does look like part of Groot there. Paint job. And Stormbreaker here. So it's amazing sculpture by Iron Studios. So one thing I don't like about this statue is that my Stormbreaker, because of the warm weather here in my country, so it does bend. So I had to dip it in hot water or use a hair dryer to warm it a little bit and reshape it and then attach it again. So if your Stormbreaker for your Thor figures are bending a little bit, you can use a little bit of hot water, not really hot water, but warm water or hair dryer just to adjust the handles there to make it a little bit straighter. I've already used warm water here and bend it a little bit to make it a little bit straighter. But yeah, that's one thing I'm not particularly liking on this figure, but overall I love it. Alright, so let's check him out with other figures for height and size comparison. Alright, so here they are, both Thor from the Infinity War as well as the Endgame version. As you guys can see, the Thor here is a little bit slender than the ones we got from the Avengers Endgame. I am digging that. I love the details here. As you guys can see here, the shade of the colors are a lot more detailed. The darks, the blacks, and all that. And the one on the Endgame, it does have those a little bit faded there. I love I am loving the choices that they made here because it took them 5 years, with the difference of 5 years. So we will get that a little bit of fading in terms of the costumes and whatnot. So I am loving that. Again, on the cape, so if you guys can see here, this one is a little bit more darker than this one. Again, we do have those fade because of time and all that. I am loving that choice there. Very cool. So if you had to get one, which would you guys get? Would you get this one, the Infinity War version, or the Thor, the Bro Thor version? Both are awesome, in my opinion. They are completely different figure. Although they are both Thor, they are completely different. I love them. I am loving them both. I do love the Stormbreaker for this one better than this one. This has a lot more details, than this one. This one for the new one, it's just a plainly painted Stormbreaker here, and it bends. So, all right. Just for height comparison, so here he is with Captain America Endgame version. I do love both of the figure. As you guys can see, Captain America here is holding the Mjolnir. He does have a switch out part wherein he does not have the Mjolnir. But since I have them both, I want them to have Mjolnir, both of them. I did a review for the Captain America. I will link it in the description below as well as somewhere on top. Yeah, but I am digging both. I love the pose and all that. The base, they are compatible and whatnot. I mean, it's not like you can connect them at all, but they are at the same color and the same textures and all that. So I am digging that. And here is Thor with the Endgame version of Thanos. This is the deluxe one. So I am loving the size comparison. The action pose, I do think they go really, really well together. I'm also loving that they are both in a leaping position, both going to attack each other. I plan to review this. Watch out for that soon. And yeah, so Thor here, he wants to kill Thanos properly this time, and he will be going for the head. And just for giggles here, so here we have Thor Endgame version versus Thanos from the Infinity War version. I am loving the pose here. I do think they look good together, although it's not a movie accurate, but I mean, come on. If you have both statues, then display them how you want them. So, yeah. Alright, so I really love the details and the sculpt on this figure. The build and the mask they added to Thor from Infinity War to Endgame is just enough and really not really moving too much away from the Infinity War version. I love the paint job they use for this figure, having it a little more muted than the Infinity War version, which shows the passing of time. I mean, we did get the 5-year jump from Infinity War to Endgame. I love the switch outs too. It's always great to have options with your statues. I love that you can use the Mjolnir with this Thor, or if you want Captain America to have it, then you have that option, which is great. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of the way the Stormbreaker was made. It keeps on bending on my figure, especially here in my country where it's warm 90% of the time. But overall, the figure is top quality and I'm giving it 9 out of 10 stars. Alright, so do you guys agree with my rating and what I like and didn't like? If not, and I missed out on anything, please do let me know in the comments below. And if you do agree, I would also like to hear your comments below. So I'm really curious what you guys think. There you have it. Thank you so much for dropping by. And if you've reached this part of the video, please hit that thumbs up and leave me a comment. That would be awesome. Also subscribe to the channel if you want to see more statues and action figure unboxing and reviews. I mainly reviews Hot Toys, Iron Studios, NECA, and some Kotobukiyas very soon. I try to release videos twice a week, so I hope you guys watch out for those. And don't forget to hit that notification bell to get the latest updates from this channel. Again, thank you so much guys for dropping by and see you soon. Go rebuild your passion.